All right, good morning or welcome to the Sci-Fi Express lane. I don't know why I always smile. I don't always feel like smiling when I'm doing these. Sometimes I think the topic doesn't warrant a smile. So I made this kind of pledge on my last express lane to talk about Candyman from a character creation standpoint, and what else? And compare it to sort of like how I go about making characters, right? I think Candyman, one, is created by Clive Barker. I think I mentioned that before. It was in a short story. I haven't found, I'm going to go by the used bookstore today. I didn't get a chance to Google yesterday to see if it's available for free download. You know, PDFs sometimes, you know, are available. Short stories, it may be available. But I didn't get a chance to Google yesterday to see if his story was available. But I want to check it out because it started as a short story, and somebody told me even the character in the story wasn't black. And so it's not necessarily cultural appropriation, but it goes back to us always talking about how they take the need for diversity in the wrong direction. Yeah, we want diversity, but we want our characters, you know, real black created characters to be the ones, I think it's upside down. To be the ones that make it, right? I don't want a black Hulk. I want a different kind of strongman. You know, if anything, I want Luke Cage, right? So I think that becomes part of the problem with Candyman, is that, you know, they made a female Thor. No, we want another, you know, give us the Valkyries or whatever. I think that's the problem, or part of the problem. And then I also think, unlike Ma, right? Ma is one of the exceptions to the rules. When you take a white character and just paint them over black, there's a lot of changes that need to be made, specifically for the motivations. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do the research because Candyman might not be worth it unless they're talking sequel. But I don't remember the first movie as well as I might need to make certain comments. So I'm going to just say, I'm guessing, right? But it seems like Jordan Peele, at least one of his origin stories for Candyman, was trying to make Candyman's killing and terror seem scary, right? So everybody was scared of Candyman, and that's problematic because either he's a psycho like Michael, because Michael ain't even a psycho, and Michael Myers, he's going after his family, and everybody who's in his way gets the knife, right? And Jason, we already know Jason is going after his sister, right? Oh no, Michael's going after his sister. Jason is going after kind of kids because he was bullied. I don't always know what Jason's target is, and that's sort of, you know, the problem, but we do know he's a bullied kid. So any kind of thing, kids are you know, the in-crowd kids are his target, which is cool, you know. And then Freddy, he's a pedophile. So now he's not trying to sleep with kids anymore. That would be spooky. He's just trying to kill them. Leatherface probably is about the most equal opportunity killer of all of them, right? And then we have the bonus Leprechaun. He wants his gold back. He's a butthole. He's a prankster. You had Chucky, who's another straight psychopathic serial killer. But I think with all of your killers, what makes people scared of them is, one, how they kill people, right? And who they are coming after. You understand what I'm saying? Are they, what? Because your killer, your monster is your villain, right? So same way you write a villain is the same way you got to write a killer, sort of. You got to give them powers. You got to give them target. All of that is important, So, almost a nemesis, but kind of with these monsters, you don't really have to fully give them a nemesis, because kind of whoever starts it can be the one to stop it. I think kind of that's been the problem with some of them. They try to make, a central anti-monster, whether it's the girl who daughter of the one who first cried wolf on Freddy, or whether it's the girl, his sister in Halloween, or kind of Jason kind of is equal opportunity. Whoever starts the movie, that's who he's going to go after. Leatherface is so underused, right? Because he's pigeonholed, and that's important, right? Leatherface was a small town in Texas. So unless they bring Leatherface to some insane asylum and take him out of his small town, or you have to go to his town and mess with him for him to come after you. So that's different. Leprechaun can pop up anywhere. Chucky, he's a little doll, so he travels wherever they take the doll. So that's interesting, so that's the thing. So here's my thing with my character Baba, and I'm sorry I took so long to mention Baba, but part of my creation with Baba was understanding that, he is a villain, right? Or I want him to be a villain. Even with him, I didn't want him to be totally bad. My motto for Baba was more Jaws than anything. A misunderstood something that can kill you any minute, but not necessarily evil or demonic. And people looked at Jaws and got the shark all twisted, thinking the shark was the bad guy. And in actuality, the shark was a reaction to the overfeeding. It was just natural, but did get mad and did take it personal, and didn't want to take it out on the sailors and other fishing men and stuff like that. So you're allowed to get mad without being demonic. People can be extreme retaliation, no doubt, and I think Jaws was that. So I went after more so Jaws than anything, because I didn't want to demonize Baba, but I gave Baba kind of, he was a boxer. And this is my story, Interview with a Monster. My character, Baba, the African King. He's in my movie, The Death Pledge. He's in my movie, I don't know if it's going to come out, a black nun movie, or I don't know what the title is when it's going to come out. I'll put that. I don't want nothing to get shelved. And then I also have another movie coming out, Conjuring of Baba. So Baba has 3 movies, and he also has a comic book, right? So Baba was sort of like Candyman, right? He was tortured and killed, but he was a boxer first. And he was a bare-knuckle boxer and allowed to fight white people and everybody. And he was so good, he was very much like Mexican fighters or WWF, and he was very colorful. He wore African clothes and a mask, and he was extra with his performance, but he was very good in his fighting. And when his trainer, who used to be his owner, not trainer, let's say his agent or whatever it is, fight booker, manager, who used to be his owner, dies, he gets thrown back into slavery, and he starts to get bred as a mandingo because he's like so big. And he doesn't want to do it because he has an African spiritualist woman who helps him heal back, and she actually dies too. And he goes into remorse and he shuts down, and they try to breed him, and they don't, unable to. But the white plantation owner's daughter is a little freaky girl, and she goes to have sex with him, and he denies her, and she threatens to say he raped her. And when she says that, she has one of her African captives with her, and they say that she says that he tried to rape both of them, and so that pissed the slave owners off, and it pisses off the other Africans in captivity. So he gets lynched, tarred, and some type of African religious curses put on him. He's chained and lynched and killed and put in the ground or whatever, and they do some ceremony over him. So all of that was important because when he comes back alive, he has now a beef with black people, right? And he has got a beef with white people. And one could say all people, because regardless of whether Asians or Indians or whoever weren't there, he didn't know they were there. They didn't come to his rescue. They didn't save him. So there you have it. Also gives him his weapon, because now he uses his chains to fight with. Those are his weapons, the chains that he was wrapped up in. So all of that kind of makes sense, right? And then how I apply him in each story is stems from that. But you have, say, Candyman. We go back to Candyman. Like, Candyman is problematic because, all right, one has a prosthetic hand, the other one has a hook hand. Now, my friend, shout out to Keith Wade, tried to explain the two origin stories. And he said that Candyman is just a curse that happens to the area. And then, that happens in the area. And then my thing is, okay, it's a curse. I'm down for the curse, right? But take Jaws. Are other sharks scared of Jaws? Are other fish scared of Jaws? Or what? We don't know. But the problem with Candyman is if he's this cursed spirit protecting, per se, the projects area or that area, because we don't even know if there was a history of slavery in that area. I don't know if his curse goes back that far. We don't know who the hell put the curse. Okay, so the curse, that's just inferred, and you're filling that in, so it doesn't make sense. So then the question is, why aren't black people scared of him? And then, since we still don't know if there is a curse, then the question is, how does he come back? What is it, a magic mirror? You understand what I'm saying? Or is it, anybody can come back if you say their name 5 times in the mirror? Is the seance of saying it 5 times, does that give the spirit power? Where does this power come from? Now, sure, Jason came out of the lake, but we do know his mother was doing some weird stuff with some stupid altar. So maybe in one of those stories we will see, but he comes back more as a zombie, right? Jason is more like a zombie. Michael, we don't know how he's immortal or resistant, but we do know Michael is so crazy that he may not feel pain. He certainly gets killed and all that other stuff, but he may not feel pain. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's, we know Freddy was so tortured that Freddy may be demonic, right? Freddy may be some demon. We don't know. So anyway, those are just some quick thoughts. I try not to go over 15 minutes, and I'm at that right now. So anyway, we'll talk watch my other video because I say some stuff in there that certainly can help out the storyline for Candyman. And that's it. All right, talk to you later. Peace.